Does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home?
Mark, there's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Jokic kicks to Murray. Jokic with his screen on Thompson. Murray finds Jokic. Plays it up and banks it in.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Brown against Eason. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Mark, perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit.
Now, here's Jokic. Last game we saw him score 14. Johnson, the pass to Murray. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Durant with a wide-open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Eason. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Kevin Durant, good for 3.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Now here's Thompson, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Şengün, no good. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Right side, Gordon. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon inside. Covered by Smith. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Eason against Brown. Shot by Eason, no good. And it's Gordon penetrating, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, it's easy to admire the aggressiveness of Gordon. This guy is always looking to take it strong to the cup.
Pass to Eason. Here's KD. From 13 feet, it goes down. KD's got 5 points so far. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Thompson. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Now, here's a look at the last few months of assist numbers for Jamal Murray.
One aspect of his game that's suffered the past few months has been his passing. He hasn't shown that same creativity with the basketball that we'd seen from him earlier in the season, and his assists are way down because of it.
For 3, Smith. Here's Şengün. Eason gets a wide open look. Misses the 3. Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Johnson dishes to Murray. Outside Gordon. Jokic inside, working on Smith. And it's Jokic missing. The Rockets leading. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. On the Nuggets with some changes, Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Gordon. Hardaway comes in for Christian Brown. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Murray. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. Shepard's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tate's checked in. Here's Shepard. The shot, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And, you know, another thing has been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Here's Shepard. After the Nuggets pick up 2. That one goes. Count it.
The feet are what made that play happen inside for Shepard.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Now Jones hasn't made one yet. Hardaway passes to Brown. Denver passing it around. Down low. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Shepard. Rebounded by Hardaway. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Jokic. Count it. Now just a 5-point Houston lead.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against Memphis. VanVleet outside. Offline with his 3.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Here's Jokic. No good with the layup. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Rockets. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. The guys for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a number standpoint?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas on out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
Van Vliet passes to Adams. Back to Van Vliet. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Murray, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Back to you, Kevin.
He is clearly on the rise. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Murray kicks to Valanciunas. Murray against Van Vliet. Out to Hardaway. Brown outside. It's hauled in by Adams. Houston leading by 5. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time, but it doesn't happen often.
Now here's Murray. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injuries over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Durant's checked in. Knocks down the step-back Jay. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Sweet mid-range jumper for Kevin Durant. He's dialed in wherever he shoots it from.
Gordon a screen. Here's Murray. Not going to go that time. Great defense that time from Şengün. For 3, Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
Timeout.
It's
Timeout.
first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Christian Brown comes in for Hardaway. And then for Houston, Clint Capella comes in for Steven Adams. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Capella against Murray. Clark taking a minute to talk Jamal Murray here. A talented guard who's had to battle a variety of injuries.
Yeah, when he's been healthy, he's been dynamic and almost unstoppable as a scorer. And, you know, sometimes the injuries show up, and that's part of the landscape of being a pro athlete at times. I know it's been frustrating for him, but he continues to persist and persevere, which is a credit to him. But when he's healthy, boy, he's a special and clutch shot maker.
Now here's Gordon. Back to Murray. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Gordon inside. Capella covering. Gordon the pass to Brown. Gordon dishes to Murray. Over Şengün. And they'll get another chance. Gordon inside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They host the 76ers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Pass to Murray. Valanciunas sets a screen for Murray. Back to Gordon. Latrey nailed from three-point land. Gordon's got his second bucket tonight.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
For 3, Murray. Valanciunas finds Murray. Pops in the layup for 2. And now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Valanciunas, and it's Johnson in for Peyton Watson. Smith checked in for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Shepherd. Now, here's Thompson. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And the drought. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
For 3, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 16. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Here's Murray. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And Jokic gets it to go.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Durant inside. Johnson on him. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. Over Johnson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 17.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
Jokic draws the double. Here's Brown. Good on the triple. Brown's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's KD. And Houston again with the bucket.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Here's Jokic. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Nuggets. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break.
Welcome to our halftime show. Some excellent basketball so far with Denver in a close game. Fellas, what's the energy like in the locker room when you're in a game like this?
Kenny didn't even have locker rooms when he played. He was shooting in peach basket.
Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ballgame.
The bench has stepped up to where I could.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. You'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now here's Durant. It's hauled in by Gordon. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare.
Using his length inside, Durant.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Johnson surveying the floor. Gordon finds Murray. Gordon with the screen for Murray. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Clark, when you think of 3-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Johnson. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Christian Brown. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Murray. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Gordon's got 8.
You can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
And it's Durant missing. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Şengün against Jokic. Gordon with a screen on Şengün. Jokic draws the double. Jones finds Watson. Oh, good on the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Eason. Still without a basket. KD against Gordon. KD's shot is good. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
Here's Jokic. Jokic rising up.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Thompson outside. The 3 from KD. Buries it from 3-point range. KD's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Jones kicks to Hardaway. outside Gordon. From downtown, that's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of 2 thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And then for Houston, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Tari Eason. Shepard, the pass to Durant. Over Johnson. The shot by KD. No good. Hardaway against Thompson. Hardaway kicks to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
A top passer at his position, Jokic is consistent at moving the ball.
Thompson outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Now we get a chance to check out Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in assists, and a terrific year for him in terms of scoring. How about 3rd in the NBA?
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists. His court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Nuggets trail by 4. Van Vliet on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Van Vliet's got 9.
Because he's got such good touch down there, Van Vliet never afraid to mix it up inside.
Inside, Jokic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Finney-Smith, the 3, hit the tip, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his first points of the night.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And here's Watson. To the paint. Here's Jones. And he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Shepard with the ball. Guarded by Hardaway. Van Vliet outside. Durant in the corner. Tough 2 from Durant.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 1-point game. Watson the screen. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Green comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Okogie subbed in for Kevin Durant. Here's Jones. Following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jokic. No good that time. Adams, some nice D. Here's Okogie. Back to Van Vliet. The 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Houston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Brown out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Murray. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Shepard. Fires from 18. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas. Reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Van Vliet. Finney Smith passes to Shepard. The Rockets with another miss. The Nuggets leading. Brown with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And stolen by Şengün. Pass to Finney Smith. Shepard with the ball. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And he banks in the layup.
Showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Brown with the screen on Van Vliet. Down low. And Brown throws it down hard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Denver making a switch here. Struthers checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Just 4 to shoot. Murray with it. Now defended by Adams. Murray, no good. Rockets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. KD looking around. Shakes him. And it's good on the way in. And it's a 3-point Houston lead.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Valanciunas with a screen on Van Vliet. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, Jamal Murray comes off that screen looking for his own shot, but he saw a lane open up and set his teammate up instead.
Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Houston, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Now here's Van Vliet. At the elbow, Adams. Back to Durant. Banked in off the glass. KD's got 38 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Murray with it, covered by Van Vliet. Murray outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Murray. To the wing on the left. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Tari Eason comes in for Shepard. Lance Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. And the shot goes in.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Murray surveying the D. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 20 points.
One thing you can certainly be certain of with Murray, and about Murray, he's not afraid of taking big shots.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Durant fires. 3. Good.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Now Johnson. Here's Murray. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Now here's Thompson. Now Eason from outside. Crane from outside.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Jokic with his screen on Thompson. Murray, now Jokic. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Durant. Oh, softly lays it in.
The more his team needs from him, the more Gordon steps up and delivers. He's always ready to go big in the clutch.
Durant, the shot is good!
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Jokic with his screen on Thompson. Now Jokic. Got it to go off the block.
And Jokic, a real natural leader. He's got great gifts, and he's always ready and willing to deliver when his teammates need a big bucket.
Now here's Durant. Şengün. The 3 is off. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jokic with his screen on Eason. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Durant. Yeah, count it.
Well, in my mind, KD is one player that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Thompson outside. And he does not hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Stolen by Thompson. Durant. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Cool as they come. Jamal Murray has the heart of a champion.
Here's Eason. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You know, a few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Johnson outside. He's off from 3. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 3rd foul so far. On a situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, the only hope they have is for somebody to knock down the three-pointer and get fouled. I'd be surprised to see a defender anywhere near the shooter.
Love the play there.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. And so now for Greg.
Well, I come around.